I am Zeus. What did the delay?
Oh, you want me to start doing the monologue now?
Yes. God damn it.
Sorry. Chthonic meaning of the earth. So the idea is that Zeus represents beings of the heavens who are cut off from the earth and have knowledge, and the chthonic being the feminine, that is the beings of the earth. Hera, Zeus's wife, is of the earth. Zeus's mother, Rhea, and Gaia, his grandmother, beings, goddesses of the earth. And the idea being that at least that the earth is weak and is in need of domination and correction. However, I would say that this is mainly for Homo sapiens. The bull is strong. The cat can see and has smell. Most living creatures have smell, have hearing. It is really Homo sapiens that are weak. Homo sapiens that don't have any way of, have no beauty or means of themselves of living in the world, no instincts. But we have this brain, how we survive. But what does the brain do? Well, it allows Homo sapiens to capture the traits of other objects and other beings for themselves. Such as you give Homo sapien the problem. It's cold. Well, what does the Homo sapien do? Well, if it's lucky, not even guaranteed, it will think, we'll have to look around and eventually discover materials. Oh, here's some stones. I can sharpen this rock with that rock. And then I have to figure out how to take strips of the pieces of the tree's flesh, the wood and the bark, and then soften them in the water and use them for threads, and then use more of the tree's body to fasten the rock to a piece of a limb of the tree to make a handle. And then enslave the dogs and use their senses and instincts and speed and bite strength to frighten and herd the sheep. And over a lifetime, the dog's lifetime, you have to conquer this dog mentally, and then it becomes your slave. And then you use the dog to herd the sheep, and then you isolate one sheep, and then you kill it with your tool and take its fur, and that is the Homo sapien solution. So the whole time the sheep still has the answer, but it's merely the brain allows the Homo sapien to capture all these other things, but has nothing of its own. So the idea of, let's say, a Terminator, the idea of the Terminator, you take the capture of metal, of this material we found, and you put it in the body. You make it part of the body, and now suddenly the body is strong, and it's beautiful, and it's metal and shiny, and you can play music on it, and it resonates and sees in the dark, and has senses and vast knowledge and swiftness, and the connectivity between all the joints is super fast. And now the body is beautiful, it is strong, this is something that can fight off predators. This is the body. And so it makes more sense in that case to cut oneself off from nature. But let's say a character like Darth Vader, for instance, where Obi-Wan says he's more machine than man now, find that more questionable, referring to the loss of one's, presumably some spiritual property, that let's say when a bird spreads its wings and fly, it's more than a means to get food. It's important, it's part of what the bird is to fly, and it is part of what the fish is to swim. It's good for them to do those things mentally. But since we have no essential body part, the way we survive is the mind takes other creatures' body parts. We have no essential spirit, no solid, no important thing that fills the need that other creatures' body parts do. Except in the case of Darth Vader, that's an exception. Darth Vader is a Jedi, and more particularly, he's the most powerful of the Jedi. He was born with these midichlorians that give him all sorts of abilities. Give him super strength, give him speed, telekinesis, he can create lightning, he has senses and instincts, he has probably feelings, he can have dreams, he can see his dreams, see the future, all kinds of things. So he's a perfect example of how nature does things right. You made presumably, he's played by Hayden Christensen, who people kind of bullied him because he's a dorky kind of, ugly fellow. But I assume he's supposed to represent someone who's beautiful, like the guy who played Luke Skywalker. So therefore I assume he is meant to represent, he's like perfect, or, maybe not perfect, but he's a being that nature did not make this weak abomination. So to make him metal, I find strange. Zeus is the god of order. He is the god for whom the Olympics were thrown in honor of for the first time. And so the performance of the body, showing showing a body that is, I think the Olympics are about trying to present our species like the Terminator, beautiful and strong and able. Of course, all the effort and often artificial modification that is necessary to be part of athletic competition of that nature. But I think that is the purpose of the Olympics, is to try to make this person the way we would want the body to be. And I often think of that when I think of Zeus. The correct bodies that can climb a tree, that can like vegetables and healthy food and not want to overeat and be unhealthy.
God damn it, all this gibberish. Where's my carrot cake slice?
I will go and retrieve it.
No, that is fine. I am listening. Continue. Continue. Think hard. Speak now.
Do you want to take a break or?
No, I'm alright.